Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ram Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama. Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Ram 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Ram 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Ram 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Suratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Suratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Bhagavan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. Once again, we have offered our grateful pranams with the Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. We shall celebrate this grace that's made it possible to chant His powerful name in the powerful auspicious time of evening twilight, specially meant for the divine worship. Now, once again, we shall have some glimpses of Bhagwan. We have been talking about Srimati Usha Jayakar, her experiences when she visited Bhagwan in the 80s at Chennai Street House. I think I must have mentioned yesterday itself how she had carried her problems to Bhagwan, and when she was crying again and again, Swami asked her what God, what personal God she was worshipping. And she said it's Lord Muruga, and that she kept chanting his name, calling out, Muruga, Muruga, Muruga. Then Bhagwan said, any name, any God, it's all the same power, but that which is most important is your faith in the name, your faith in the efficacy of the name, your faith in your personal God. Faith is a must. So now, already Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nama started taking root in her. So it was sometimes Yogi Ramsuratkumar and sometimes Muruga, Muruga. And at one point, Bhagwan said, Yogi Ramsuratkumar said that he and she, Muruga, are one and the same. There was no difference at all. Now, Srimati Usha Jayakar says that in the family, they were living with her mother-in-law, her husband Jayakar's mother. At one point, there was a rift in the relationship. As you always know, such things happen between the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. No house is an exception to it. It's only the degree that varies from house to house, but otherwise, it's a problem. It's something to reckon with, a power in the house. Now, she has been driven to the decision that they should get out and live separately. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any peace at home. So they bought a land, started to build a house. Of course, they were staying there with the mother, and the house had risen up to 3 feet. But then there was suddenly an attack of conscience. What are we doing? Are we going to leave her alone? How is it
that we decided like this. They felt very bad about it. And they wanted to withdraw the whole thing and continue to live with her mother-in-law. But the house had already come up to 3 feet. So they didn't know what to do. They were very confused. And then they all came. Her daughter Manjari, herself, and her husband Jayakar. The 3 of them rushed to Tiruvannamalai to Bhagwan. The other daughter Gauri was studying in Erkad. She could not come. And here they were all determined to say immediately how they felt very bad about their decision, how everything had changed now, and then they wanted to withdraw the whole thing and go back to live with. They were already living with her. They had not shifted, but they had started building a new house. So they went inside, prostrated before Bhagwan. They had taken some food also. So first Bhagwan ate some food and then they all shared. After that they were about to start. When they opened their mouth, Bhagwan intervened. And then he said, "How far the house has come? How much have you spent so far? How much more will it take to complete it?" Imagine, they were about to start and Bhagwan, this has happened to me also. We will talk about it later. If Bhagwan did not want anyone to propose anything that he did not like, he would not allow them to say anything. He would start at the same time so that you would keep quiet and listen to him. So they said the house had come up to 3 feet and then this and that. Bhagwan would not leave it at that. He asked, "What is the name you are going to give to the house?" Here they had come to cancel the whole thing so that they could live permanently with Jayakar's mother. But then here Bhagwan was asking, he had gone beyond that, he was asking for the name of the house. So Usha Jayakar was forced to say, "Swami, I have thought of some name of Muruga to keep for the house." Then Bhagwan said, "Oh, that's good." And then again they started. They were going to say, "Swami, there is no need for all this." But then when they started, Bhagwan also started to speak. So they had to keep quiet. Now Bhagwan said, "You can keep the name Kumar, because Kumar is Kumaran. It is the name of Lord Muruga. It is also the name of this beggar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar." So he said it is at once Muruga's name and this beggar's name as well, because she was in such a state of mind. Sometimes she would chant Muruga's name and sometimes Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nama. Both had gone deeply into her. So Bhagwan said this and then laughed. And then they were confused once again. Bhagwan now had gone ahead with naming the house. What could they say? And immediately Bhagwan took the empty cigarette box, tore one side of it into 3 bits and gave 1 bit to each of them and said, "Now along with Kumar, you have to keep something, it's a house. In Tamil it is illam. And you can call it bhavanam. You can call it simply house, like we have Sudama house." So he said, "You write whatever comes to your mind. what to keep next to Kumar. She says her husband wrote something and she wrote something else. Her daughter, Manjari, wrote Kumar Illam. She combined the word Kumar and named it Kumar Illam. Bhagwan took all the 3 bits, he read, he smiled, and then he took the 3 in his hands, shook them well, and then dropped it and said, Manjari, you take one of them. And she took it, and it was Kumar Illam. Immediately Bhagavan laughed and said, it will be Kumar Illam only. And then he said, it will be Manjari's house. Now, again the doubt came to Srimati Usha and Jayakar. What to do? They felt that it was all wrong to start building a separate house. And here they were to tell Bhagavan that they were going to withdraw from the idea completely. But something else was going ahead, and far ahead. They were helpless, and then they decided, okay, Swami keeps talking, because we have not told him, maybe tomorrow we would get a chance to tell him. Swami said, now this beggar is going to leave you. You people can go to the temple, Arunachaleshwara temple, and go back to your room and come tomorrow morning. So they went back, all the time in confusion again, because they had not said what they wanted to say. Had they said it, Bhagwan might have decided differently. So this was bugging them. And next day morning they were very determined to start immediately. So they came and prostrated to Bhagwan, and immediately before they even opened their mouth to say it, Bhagwan said, Jayakar, there is no change in the decision that we made yesterday. It should be kept up as we decided. There is no change at all. He concluded very decisively, and they understood at last that this is what Bhagavan wanted. And Bhagavan also declared from 1990, your life will be very different. Jayakar's life will be different. He declared. It's all very unusual for Bhagavan to say so. They were very fortunate that it happened to them at all. And Usha says that after they came back, the house got built very quickly, and then they conducted Griha Pravesam also, the auspicious ceremony, with the name Kumar Illam for the house. Just see how Bhagavan handled the whole situation. They were still in harmony with their mother. At the same time, they had a separate house to live in. And he decided it would be Manjari's house. Bhagwan, of course, knew all the details even before they said it. No detail ever escapes his attention. And he always decided the best for us. For some reason, it must have been good for them to have decided so, but whatever Bhagwan decided satisfied every one of them, and they were happy. So it shows that Bhagwan knows the best. Even though Bhagwan is not living in the body now, he is very much alive. He is so vibrantly alive here. And whenever we chant his name and pray to him, we get replies from him, we get guidance from him. We have to learn to listen to him inside. Then we can be sure that we would get guidance. I remember another occasion when I had gone with a decision that I would visit Amarnath and then Kailash. I so much wanted to go to the Himalayas with a group from Ramakrishna Math, Chennai. I had gone to Bhagwan to take permission from him, to take permission and his blessings. And every time I would start to say, and Bhagwan would start to say something at the same time, and my word would stop even before it started. And second time I started to say, and Bhagwan spoke something else, and I couldn't say what I had come to say. This went on quite a few times, and then by then I knew that for some reason he would not allow me to say it in his presence. And yet, little did I know what was in store for me in those days. So, before I started, when he left me, I was determined to say it out. So this time, I very hastily, before he started, I hastily said it all. I said, Bhagwan, I want to go to Amarnath and later to Kailash. And I am going with a group of people from Ramakrishna Math. Now he looked straight into my eyes and said, for this beggar, Arunagiri will do. Then I thought he was talking only about himself. And I was asking for myself. And stupid that I was, I had to say it again, Bhagwan, I want to go to Amarnath. And again he said, oh, for this beggar, this Arunagiri will do. It's very difficult to get rid of one's stupidity, especially when one is stubborn. So I had to push ahead once again. And this time, he declared, for this beggar and Devaki, Arunagiri will do. So that was it. I never expected him to say that because I had plans and dreams of Himalayas, and the idea died once for all, and Arunagiri became my Himalayas. At the time I had no idea at all that I was going to settle down here for life, that I would be serving Bhagwan full time, but he knew Bhagwan had always the full view, the whole life in view, and he would decide accordingly. Anyway, this gives us how he handled the problems of people, how decisive he was in declaring what was good for us. So now we shall offer our today's prayer at his feet. Bhagwan, stupid as we are, we go ahead with plans of our life, little knowing what is in store for us. You have to forgive all our stupidities and bless us just as we have the situation. For the past nearly 2 years now, this has been our collective karma. We must have invited the situation. Now we are caught in it, unable to come out completely. So we beg you again and again to free the humanity from the grip of this virulent viruses once for all, and bring back a dharmic normalcy, a life based upon dharma, a life of values, human values, in all aspects of life. And we beg you, Bhagwan, to uproot, to wipe out all the negativities of the mind. We also beg you for protection and all-round welfare of those unselfish sevaks who are serving people unmindful of their own difficulties and challenges. We also beg you for a boost to our economy, and we pray and pray and pray, and we'll continue to pray for unbroken remembrance of your name, for ceaseless chanting of your powerful name. The name is like an atom bomb. You know how much energy is released from an atom bomb. A name is like that. It's a dynamite. We do not know how to tap it, how to tap the energy from this. But if we keep on chanting and chanting and chanting, no matter whether we have devotion or not, faith or not, or concentration or not, there will come a time, there will come a Nama at which everything would happen. We pray to you, Bhagwan, to be fine instruments in your hands, not in the hands of Maya, so that we could run our everyday life as an offering to you. I repeat this prayer again and again because a prayer is very powerful, and more so when it is repeated. So if I keep on repeating it, at some point it would become true for all of us. It's on behalf of all that I appeal to Bhagwan. And Bhagwan, we beg you for that ultimate blessing, for that ultimate state of being, the universal being, the state of fullness, the state of bliss, for which we need complete purification of the mind, so that we could see your vibrant living presence everywhere and everything, so that we could see your sankalpa, your will, and your leelas behind all the happenings of life. And most importantly, your hidden grace behind all the disastrous sufferings of life. However ruinous they are, and it may be the effect of our past karmas, it still carries a very powerful blessing from God, meant for our spiritual growth, meant for our closer relationship with God. Knowing this, let us welcome it, or if not welcome it, accept it as a blessing from Bhagwan and be grateful to him. We also pray to you, Bhagwan, for all the species of the universe, in whatever state of being they are, to be free from the state of misery and be lifted to a higher plane. And Bhagwan, finally, we pray for that supreme blessing to be free from this vicious cycle of births and deaths. And that's possible only when we become free from the deadly grip of this ego. We beg you for that powerful blessing to be free from the tyranny of the ego, so that we would also be living eternally in you, the eternal entity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.